Hello, welcome to So You Want to Make a GIF, Part 4. This is for beginners. Let's make a GIF. This is the fun meat and potatoes of it all, I guess. We finally arrived. Today I'm going to show you how to use a GIF using both my desktop and my mobile device using only an app called Giphy. And Giphy is available as a web browser app and also a mobile app, downloadable on both Android and Apple devices. So today we are going to talk about some of the stuff we already covered in previous tutorials, which is the first thing you're going to want to do is download Giphy to your mobile device or visit giphy.com and open it up in your browser. And what makes Giphy pretty awesome is that not only is it perfect for storing the GIFs that you have made or favoriting GIFs that other people have made, but you can search content for other things that other people have made because it is a GIF library. And lastly, the third triple threat of Giphy and why I recommend it for beginners is that it has the GIF maker already included in it. So it does all three things that you're going to want to do already, which is have a place to store them, have an app that you can go and find GIFs that other people have made, and then it also includes the ability to create GIFs. The desktop version of Giphy is more powerful than the app that you can find on a mobile device, mainly because it includes this additional part, which is to create a GIF using a URL from other media sources. Otherwise, if you use the app on your mobile device, you can also just open the browser part of your device, of your phone, visit this URL, and then have the same experience of the desktop app, but doing it via your browser on your phone. So really, it's just kind of a shortcut, secret, behind the scenes kind of way to get to this capability. So you'll see all these 4 different choices of what you can do in the create section. So again, you go to Giphy, you go up to the top next to your account settings here and click on create. And you'll see you can create a GIF, which is meaning you're going to upload files that you already have. You can create a sticker, like a meme or something that you want to, that basically has no background around it. It's like a vector or something that you can then post on top of images, or you can create a backdrop. Today we're going to use both the GIF maker part of it and then create a clip using a URL. So in the earlier part of my tutorial, I showed how to make a clip. If you are unsuccessful with some of those methods, this is a really powerful, viable second option to make a clip. And you can be an expert user and still use this to make a clip. All it requires is that you find a URL that this web browser supports. So for example, let's make a clip from a film that I'm kind of obsessed with. Here is the trailer for this film. It's on YouTube. You can just copy the URL and then paste it in this box. And now we can create our clip. By sliding these various toggles, we can affect 2 things. We can change the duration of how long we want our clip to be, i.e. how long do we want our GIF to be. And we can also change where this GIF begins. We can choose this bonkers scene. That's fun. And then we just trim how long we want the action to be. I really like that. And now we can click to decorate. And it's thinking. So I have two choices. I can continue to upload and all it will save is just this as is. It will be my clip that I can use for adding words later or leaving it as is, because the motion is actually speaking louder than anything else I could type. Or I could literally start adding a caption. I can change my font style and typeface. I can play around with the color of the words. I can add animation to my words. And it's simple just by clicking in these two sections here. And then what I think is important to know is I can click in this box and drag where I want my words to be. And I can also pull in and out from this corner, bottom right hand side corner, and affect how large I want my text to be. One of the things as I've started to make GIFs a lot is thinking about where the words go. I think in a lot of cases it's better to have them not blocking the action in a lot of cases. Try not to cover the subject matter. Try to stick it in the negative space. Areas where the action isn't happening or where a character is being located. Another thing to think about is when you place a GIF on, say, Twitter, Twitter includes the words GIF right here in the lower left-hand corner. I don't know if you've noticed that before. So sometimes that little character bug will show up and block your wording. So that's just something to think about. I can go on these tabs across the top and affect other different areas. I can play around with what the filter of the background looks like. I can play with coloring. This is some powerful stuff that I myself, it would either take me hours and hours and hours to do this sort of effect, or I wouldn't be able to do it at all. Now this is pretty awesome. Now it looks like it's just Karen is really kicking some butt. So again, if I don't want to have the boom in there, I can always just delete it and just keep it as a clip without any words, or leave it in. I like it as is. I'm going to click continue to upload. Now I want to tag it. One of the things I've covered before is that Giphy does not have a great search within it, and that is one of the negative things about it. And when I say it's not a great search, it's not a great search if you want other people to find your things, and if you are also not a verified and or brand account. If you are a brand account and if you are a verified user, your GIFs will be searchable. But you and I, likely, we are not those special kinds of people, so our stuff is going to be difficult to find. We can still share our stuff. We can still tell our friends how to find us. We can share our URLs. There's always links out. It's quote unquote shareable. But as far as to be found via searching by tags, that's not an option for us. All of that being said, still enter tags. And why do I say that? Do it because holding out hope that one day Giphy will make everyone searchable. And with, or that one day you'll become verified and also a brand account. So what's important to tag? Well, there's lots of different things you could do. You can always, I always try to go with whatever word is the dialogue that they're saying, type that first, or type the words that you include on your GIF first. The second thing I would include is who's doing it, who's doing the action, or who is, or what the character name is in the film. I believe she goes by Sam. I forget. And then also the title of the show. And then maybe some other verbs or nouns, adjectives that describe the action that takes place. So I always try to include where the action is taking place. Allie. And then if I know fighting, bowling, ball, bowl, ball. And at any time, if you want to change or edit these, you just click the X and it deletes them. And then you can try again. You could include the source. And then here you can add, you can toggle the switch and say if you want this GIF to be public or if you want it to be private. I want it to be public so that at any point I can share it with people and they can grab it without having to have a Giphy account. So I'm going to upload it to Giphy. And it might take a few seconds, if not a minute. Just depends on how busy your browser is happening to be at that moment. It's thinking. And there's my GIF. We did it. So now, if I were to go to my Giphy page, here is all the things that I've uploaded. Here are all the things I have favorited that other people have uploaded. And again, as I said before, don't upload to your GIF library items that you did not make yourself. You can always favorite them, and then you'll still be able to find them. And I would recommend that that's what you would tell your friends, like, oh, I made this GIF, you can find it here, please favorite it, and then they will always be able to have it and use it. So let's say that you don't like it. Well, you can click on this little pencil and you can change it to private. You can at any time delete any of these tags and re-tag or add a tag. And most importantly, you can go in and delete it if for whatever reason either someone has asked you to or you just don't like it, you want to redo it and upload something else later. That is really powerful to do. And really nice. So if you want to share it, you can go here. You can download it directly to your desktop and share it that way with friends. You can copy links. You can tell your friends to favorite it. You can favorite it yourself. I mean, it's a powerful tool. I speak incredibly highly of it, especially at the beginner level. And then that is how you use that URL tool. And again, you don't have to use words at all. when you make a GIF this way. The second thing I'll show you on how to do this is now we're going to create a GIF using a clip that you already have made yourself, or a meme using a JPEG or a PNG, or something that's already saved as a GIF file that you've created, and you just want to do an extra layer of something on top of that. You can keep doing it that way. But pay attention to the file formats, because those are the formats that are already going to be acceptable. So we've made a clip. I'm going to go into my recording area, find the clip that I want to use. We're going to do this one, and all I do is drag it over. I'm going to put it on my desktop for a second. Or you can just hit choose file, and then it'll give you this option to select your item. Now it gives you the same choices. I can affect the start time. I can edit the duration of my clip by using all these different toggles. If I choose, I can trim my video. I'm going to click on continue to decorate. Now I'm going to add my text, what I believe Jeremy is saying. I'm going to move it in a location where I want it. I think it might be a little big, so I'm going to kind of drag it over where I see this bottom right hand space there. Center it. And again, I can play with the text, color, and again, I don't have to use words at all. I can just not include it and just have it be the clip. There are many scenes from a TV show or movie that you don't want to use words. You just want to focus on the video action of maybe someone hugging or something else. I can play with filters. Or I can just scrap it and start all over. But once I get it to a point that I like it, then I just hit continue to upload. And then I enter my tags. So the first thing I would say is what the action is, who is saying it, Jeremy Chetry. Jeremy. Did I spell that right? I have horrible. Doug Holiday is in the GIF, and Waverly Earp is in the GIF, and then I would include maybe the show. And if I wanted to, I would also add maybe the episode title or the episode number, or if I wanted to, I could add the actors' names to it. They are in, where they are located. Are they in Shorties? Are they, and you just keep adding all those details. And once I'm happy with my tags, click upload to Giphy. And you, my friend, have now made a GIF that lives in your GIF library that you can use and share with other people and use anytime you want. And it's exciting. It's a thing that you've created. Next, I'm going to show you how to make a GIF using your mobile device. Now we're going to look at how to create a GIF using our mobile device. Giphy has an app that is available for both Android and Apple users, which is super helpful. So download that to your phone if you haven't already and log in. I already, in the earlier part of the tutorial and the other videos, showed you how to set up an account via the mobile app. So what you would do is you would open, find your app wherever or how you store it, and then it pulls up your app. You click here on the little character across the bottom, and you're able to find your own account. Under Uploads is where you have all the items that you yourself have already created and uploaded. Under Favorites are all the things that you have favorited, and I showed you how you can do that. The magnifying glass is Search, and the house is Home. So if we look at the top, you'll see this little button that says Create. We're going to click on that. And now we're going to create our GIF. So we're going to find an asset that we've already made, a clip that we've already made. I showed you how you can make a clip using the URL function, which I should add. If you want to log into Giphy via your browser, this is the shortcut. Otherwise, you've already created it. So we're going to click on that bottom part. I'll show you again. This part down here, this is where your camera library is. This is where you've uploaded your, or you save maybe your clip that you made to your camera library. So you click on that little area to the left of the words GIF, and you find the asset that you want to use. So I'm going to use What Would the Rock Do again. So I'm going to click it, and now we have our clip. And now we're going to do what we did before. We're going to add text if we want to. So I'm going to click on this A here at the bottom, and I'm going to add my text. I can would the rock do? If I, with my finger, touch this area here where the type is, I can swipe through and look at the various font and typeface choices that are available to me. And then I'll just select one that I like. I can click on this I here and italicize my type. I can click here on this, it looks like a hamburger, and that just changes. Is it left adjust, centered, right? I should probably, and if I want to change my type, I just touch the type, I click, let's see, I want to change the color, for example. I want to make it pink, and now maybe I want to add a shadow around my lettering. So this square right here, that top square tells me what the main color of the text is. This is called the stroke. This box here, this is the shadow, your outline, if you will. So I'll click on that, select it, and now I can click another box and choose my color of my stroke, which I want to be yellow. And then this toggle right here, I can change the thickness of this shadow or outline. Let's say I like that. Then I'm going to click Done. Now I want to move the words. So I just touch the words and I drag my finger around. If I want to make the word smaller, I do kind of the pinch to zoom, two finger zoom as I like to say, finger motions, and I can shrink it. I can also go nuts and twist my hands around and change the angle of the text. Be careful what you do, because if you don't like it, it's really hard to get it back. So if you don't like it, just drag it off the bottom and then start anew. Oops, the rock is a human, so he would be capital. Okay, so we're going to go back again. I'm going to click on my lettering. I'm going to shrink it a little bit. I'm going to move it down to where I want it. I want to play with the color of it. I'm going to make it pink. And let's say, oh, I'm going to make it yellow maybe. Another thing you can do. So these items across the bottom, so the scissor is going to trim your clip. So I can, if I am maybe I don't want Jeremy walking towards me, I'm going to touch on the right hand side of that yellow bar and scrub towards, or the right hand side and scrub towards the left until I want where I don't want him to move towards me. So I'm going to stop it there. So that is the length that I like. Oops. I can add stickers. To get out of these things, you just click on this little arrow up here. I can click on this and it adds funny filters to my background. Now, unlike the desktop app, I can swipe and change the direction of these filters, which is fun. So put them in some sort of fun little lighting that we know our Jer Bear and Waverly like to be in. And I can create weird action. To undo it, you just click it again. And again, swipe across to see all the different choices. So this selection gives you the option to repeat. So I'm going to click on it, and now I can have him do the action in verse. Ping pong means it just goes back and forth. So like the GIF starts all over again. I'm going to leave it at normal. And then I'm going to exit out using this. And once I have my GIF how I like it, I'm going to click this arrow here. And now I can upload it and add my tags. As I did before. And then I'm going to hit done and then upload. And there's the new GIF that I made. And I'm able to share it by clicking this little paper airplane button. And I'll be able to share it or copy it to post it, just as I always have. Or you hit this button here and you're able to download it to your photo library directly. This little 3-dot window gives you more choices where you can save it to your camera roll, convert it, delete it, etc. And that, friends, is how you make a GIF using Giphy. This is just one online app that you can use, or excuse me, one downloadable app that you can use. Again, the reason why I like this particular app is because it gives me 3 choices. It allows me to create GIFs in it, so it's perfect for beginners. It allows me a place to store them when I am away from my desktop. And then it has a search where I can search other people who have uploaded it, because it is a GIF library. And if you, friends, if you have a GIF library, you just share your link with me, and then I will know how to get to it. And that is it for this part of the beginner tutorial. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. I hope this has been really helpful. The next video I'll do is something a little more difficult. It'll be for the intermediate